everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I've been a little busy today trying to prepare for the starch solution diet, and if you can remember following me along today, I did manage to pick up a copy of the book by John A. McDougall, and I can't wait to get in it, and Mary McDougall. I can't wait to get into this book because there's a lot that I missed. Just following what other people say online, it's not good enough, guys. Excuse me. I have to get a book so that I could have it for myself. And it was $18.99 Canadian funds, and so it came out to be a little over $19. So I didn't actually have to break out my visa. So I'm going to be skimming it, the important parts, and getting back to you about it a little later on in this video. And so let me just go over what I purchased, and I'll have to show you because I have so much in the refrigerator and the freezer, but it's not prepared the way that it should be. For instance, all those frozen vegetables are chopped up into tiny pieces for soups. That's fine, but okay, let me show you. So guys, I did buy other items besides this. I have to admit, I did buy a little bit of protein because I'm not sure how far this fad is going to take me into. Although I don't believe it's a regular food fad. I think it's a very healthy meal program. And so I just may end up sticking with it for a very long time. We'll have to see. So the first thing I did was I committed a great big felony by cooking my excuse me, my rice and vegetables the other night with a little bit of olive oil. And that's absolutely not permitted. It's not feasible to cook with oil. I think you can sprinkle a little on your fresh vegetables and whatever have you after cooking, but not to cook with it. So I can handle that. I can handle that. But I do need some fat for my skin. I'm 63, and then my skin needs some kind of moisture inside and out. So I don't have any more carrots, and I really like the combination of carrots and potatoes together, even with zucchini, but I'm still not completely out of zucchini yet. And so I bought carrots, and in the refrigerator I have russet potatoes and red potatoes. So I have here white potatoes, and so I guess my next purchase will be sweet potatoes and yellow potatoes. Why not? And then I bought some coleslaw because I like having coleslaw sandwiches. And I bought some spinach and spring mix. And so, guys, altogether, not including the other no-nos that I purchased, this came to $23.33 Canadian funds. So that's not too bad. I like I said, I'm not sure where this is going to take me. Now, my next step is to get into this, the most important parts, and try to break it down just a little bit for you. And the other important thing that I realized was that it does not permit protein either. So it's really not too much different from Dr. Neil Barnard's program. So it's the same kind of idea, but it just works on it works with different combinations. So I'm going to get into this and let you know what I think about it. I'm already feeling, very anxious to get started. And so, all right, I'll catch up with you a little bit later when I've read some of this. All right, take care. I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back again, and I'm just showing you what I'm having for lunch today. Some coleslaw, spinach, lentils, I'm going to put a little mustard, and that bread is absolutely fat-free. Uh, Dr. McDougall recommends any kind of bread that's fat-free, but he prefers brown over white, but I chose sun-dried tomato. And I know that I love this bread, so I bought it as soon as I saw it there on the shelf. And I'm going to add some of my pickled peppers that have absolutely no oil at all. And so here it goes. Hi guys, I'm back with a little quick summary of the starch solution diet. And the first thing that really caught my attention is that this food plan absolutely restricts all animal protein and fat. No meat, no beef, no chicken, no poultry, no turkey, no animal fat like butter or chicken skin. I love chicken skin, but it's been literally years since I've had a big chunk of chicken skin. No seafood, no dairy, no eggs, no white flour, probably brown whole wheat flour would be better. That's normally the kind that I use. And if you're eating pasta, it has to be egg-free. And no dairy or eggs or processed or packaged foods, nothing like that. And so, and no nuts, no nuts. I don't really ever eat nuts, but a lot of people do. So that's a big switch from, say, the keto meal plan, which really encourages quite a few nuts, you know what I'm saying? So no peanut butter, no nut butter of any kind, no vegetable oil. Very sparing, you can't cook with it. You can put very sparing oil, no vegetable, olive oil, no oil of any kind. And so that's a lot of no's. That would probably be very difficult to get used to, for the simple fact that it's out of habit that I reach, for that olive oil. Just last week I bought olive oil. So, I'm very used to having it on practically all of my cooked foods. I don't fry much, so I think I'm going to be okay with that. So guys, as for the good foods, that would be rice, but not white rice, brown rice, corn, potatoes, sweet potatoes, legumes, peas, let me see, egg-free pasta, of course, and squash and green vegetables, all kinds of vegetables, cauliflower, broccoli, green beans, spinach, squash, any kind that you want, zucchini. A lot of these are non-starchy, so the starchy ones are corn, rice, potatoes, and pasta. Everything else is non-starchy. And so he encourages you to mix. Like, say for instance, instead of having potatoes only, you could have a little bit of potatoes, a little bit of rice, corn, and pasta all together. And so, but you have to make sure that you don't overdo on the servings. And on page 25, he goes over the servings. So 4 cups of potatoes, no, 4 potatoes, or 4 cups of corn, or 4 cups of rice, or 4 cups of noodles, or 3 cups of legumes. And so you can mix them. You can have 1 potato, 1 cup of corn, 1 cup of legumes. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty basic, but you should always mix your starchy foods with a green vegetable. And my favorite right now is okra with green beans. I also love broccoli. So, they do say that you shouldn't overdo salt and sugar, no sugar whatsoever. But sometimes if you can, it gets away from you. Some foods are automatically sold with salt in them. So you have to do what you can do, right? But that's basically essentially it. And in chapter 14, he gives everyone, the authors give everyone sample menus for 7 days. And it's the book format is quite easy to follow because it first talks about all the foods and why starch is such an essential staple of the human diet. And they go on to say, meat contains a very high level of toxic elements. And so all foods carry toxicity, but meats and protein, they carry a phenomenally high level of those toxic elements. And so you want to avoid any of that. And so, yeah, I do fall back on protein, but I think I'm going to try to stay with this as much as I can because it's got all of my favorite foods in it. Pasta, rice, potatoes, corn. I love corn. And corn is good because it balances out that acidity, for me at least. And so I would strongly recommend that if you are planning to follow something like this, you need to get the book, guys. You really need to get the book because it's very handy to have it. It's not that expensive. It's very reasonably priced. And, anytime that you have a question about the meal plan, you can just go to the book. And so, anyway, guys, that's about it. As for the summary of the book, I would say that chapter 14 is a big one. It's a good one. And, make sure that if you do buy the book, you go over that one because it gives you recipes and the sample menu to follow. That's what I need, guys. That's what I need. So, anyway, I'm going to start preparing my starch dinner for tonight. So, come on. I'll show you what I'm having. Hi, guys. Well, these are the non-starchy vegetables that I'm having tonight. And these I'm going to boil. And I'm also going to boil 1 cup of corn. And I'm going to have 3 potatoes, but I'm putting those in the oven. So, there you go. That's my dinner. And maybe I'll let you see how I prepare them. Oh, guys, when you have an accident in the kitchen, it messes up everything. rest of my non-starchy vegetables going in the pot. Whoops, there goes another accident. Going to wash it. So guys, my dinner is ready. The potatoes are done, and so I'm just going to show you with the vegetables. These are the non-starchy vegetables mixed in with the corn, which is starchy. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of oregano, and a little black pepper, a little malt vinegar, and some lemon juice. And now I'm going to add in the potatoes. And I'll show you. Some more vinegar. Some more lemon juice. and a little more oregano. And I'm all set. So everybody, I'm so glad I found this book, and I'm sure I'm going to be reading it from cover to cover. And there's so much about it that I still don't know. And if you just follow what other people say online, it could be useful, but it's not enough. You really need to know this inside out. And so I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for coming along with me today and picking up the book and my potatoes. And thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.